Hello everyone! Welcome to my bold and the beautiful gossip channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. Forrester, Carter tells Brooke she's the one in particular who can console her clients and workers at this crucial time. He realizes it's confounded for her. Edge and Eric ventured away. However, he accepts they'll return assuming that they see the organization flourishing. He loathes that he's putting her on a crash course with Edge, yet they'll conquer this. Fate, right? He inquires, all in all, what do you say, Brooke? Will you make it happen? Will you become Forrester Manifestation's next president? Brooke trusts Carter B&B. The Forrester Manor. Eric gets through the entryway with Edge and Steffi close behind and proclaims he wants a firm martini. Steffi figures they ought to keep clear heads. Eric cries that nobody will take his organization from him. Edge and Steffi stress over his feelings of anxiety. Out of nowhere, Taylor comes in. She understands they have a great deal to examine and doesn't have any desire to interfere. Edge tells her she's not intruding on your family. Taylor's so sorry they're all going through this. They go over the radical change in Carter and trust being controlling everything. Eric will debilitate each legitimate point to address this tragedy. Taylor wonders that they want to run Forrester without them three. Steffi expresses they're in for a severe shock. Edge says there's nobody at Forrester to help them. Edge Eric Steffi B&B. In the fundamental office, Carter tells Brooke they need to rapidly move. She says Edge will fly off the handle in the event that she acknowledges. Carter can't worry about Edge. He needs to make the wisest decision for the organization. They go over why they need her and Carter says, assuming you want additional time. Brooke doesn't require additional time and says, I will make it happen. I acknowledge. Carter and Trust embrace. In the Forrester lounge room, Taylor says it reprehensible's worked out. Him connecting with Trust unexpectedly is nearly as amazing. Steffi thinks she put her focus on Carter and he got bulldozed. Edge snorts, look how they treated Thomas. That is your response, not too far off. Steffi says it was an unpretentious control. Edge can't move past Brooke safeguarding what they're doing. He said he was unable to be on a similar property as Trust, and she opted for Trust. That is the reason I'm here. In the principal office, Brooke tells Trust and Carter she very much wants this didn't occur. The Forresters were pushed out of their own organization. She comprehends the reason why they feel legitimized. Carter tells her they need somebody who's completely dedicated, on the off chance that that is not you. Brooke is committed, however it emerged from the blue. Zen thumps on the entryway and lets them know there's press first floor. Reports are twirling about the progressions and they need an assertion. Carter requests that he let them know they'll say something through their web-based entertainment channels. He requests Brooke to make it happen and be the voice from the organization. Brooke says she'll make it happen. Zen gawps, truly. She expresses converse with Katie. Set it up. Carter radiates. In the Forrester lounge, Eric tells Edge he can remain there, yet he and Brooke have endured a few pretty serious tempests. Steffi doesn't figure her dad can remain with somebody who's laying down with the adversary. Taylor doesn't know if it's a useful method for mulling over everything, except Steffi's courageous. Eric asks Edge where things really stand among them. Edge doesn't know. His attention is on getting the organization back. Unexpectedly, Steffi gets a Forrester computerized alert. They will go live and make a declaration. Eric considers what they might actually declare. Calculates its harm control. He says they can turn it away they need, however their little world's going to go to pieces. Edge Eric Steffi Taylor B&B. Forrester, Brooke texts Edge that she has something to tell him. Zen says they're good to go for her to give her assertion. Brooke strolls behind the work area and Trust fixes her hair. You have this. Zen hits a button and Brooke starts by presenting herself prior to raising the progressions in administration. COO Carter Walton will deal with the new LLC which controls the organization. Furthermore, from this day forward, I will step into my old situation as president of Forrester Manifestations. Watching the declaration at the Forrester Chateau, Steffi's jaw drops and Eric shouts, "What?" Steffi articulates, "Oh, wow." Brooke proceeds, "I might likewise want to make reference to that. I will re-establish expectation for what was to come, led by my girl Trust Logan, obviously. I might likewise want to declare that Edge, Steffi, and Eric Forrester will be disappearing from non-appearance. I don't believe you should stress over a thing. All will be fine. The organization is good to go. My hands." Edge reels. "Eric, Steffi, B&B. He blusters, "How is it that she could do this to me?" Eric protests about the power get and feels she ought to be remaining with them. He thinks Carter is utilizing Brooke to quiet the waters. Steffi says this is a threatening takeover. They need to do their own question and answer session. Eric stresses that would hurt Forrester. Edge hollers, "Father, she betrayed us." Steffi says Brooke has shown her genuine nature. She is a Logan completely. Murmuring, she says she needs to go get the children. Eric has a gathering downtown. Taylor will remain with Edge. Taylor asks Edge, "Are you all right?" He shakes his head. Trust and Carter's selling out was horrendous. What Brooke just did was such a lot of more regrettable. At Forrester, Carter spouts, "Brooke, that was perfect." He's certain the media will consider this to be a positive sign. He gets word that more columnists are presently in the hall and says he and Trust will deal with it. Once alone, Zend goes up against Brooke for being in with no reservations on the takeover. Brooke says that is false. Zend rails that what Carter and Trust did was totally dishonest. That's what Brooke understands and concurs with all that he's truism. She hates to see Edge hurt like this. Zend asks what she's doing then. Brooke has an arrangement. A method for returning Forrester Manifestations once again to Edge. At the Forrester Chateau, Edge tirades to Taylor, "How might Brooke to this?" To him and his father. Taylor says she generally lets him down. Individuals who love him need such a ton better for him. Says that each time this happens he returns and it reoccurs. Eventually, he needs to understand he's doing this to himself. Perhaps you were correct, document. Perhaps you were correct from the beginning.